Good morning and welcome to NewsWare's Trade Talk for Tuesday, February 10th. Okay, let's get into the action and take a look at the S&Ps. The S&Ps have turned negative. We're down 0.09%, a little less than 1/10 to 1%. We were higher for most of the morning, just recently turned negative. On the economic calendar today, you got those December retail sales report. That's going to likely to be the key report that's coming out pre-bell. News events happening. There's some talk of, Trump having a visit to China, maybe in April. But tomorrow, the Israeli Prime Minister, Netanyahu, he's planning on visiting the White House, and they're likely to discuss the Iranian situation, which is keeping oil prices elevated. The House Judiciary Committee, the Republicans there have subpoenaed the major healthcare insurers. We're talking Cigna, CVS, Humana, United Healthcare, and others. I think they sent a total of 9 subpoenas. Cisco, they announced this Silicon One G3000 new switching station and chip designed to speed up the data transfer in AI data centers. That's kind of positive. What else we got here? DGX, Quest Diagnostics, they did a big share repurchasing plan. They added to it. On the earnings front, I'm seeing some positive action this morning in Marriott, Ferrari, Spotify, and even Hasbro. They're all trading higher after their releases. British Petroleum, Harley Davidson, Coca-Cola, they're trading off after their releases. And then this afternoon you get reports coming out from Gilead, Robinhood, Cloudflare, AIG, Zillow. They're all scheduled for release. And tomorrow morning, TSEM, Taiwan Semiconductor, McDonald's, Shopify, NetEase, and Humana are all scheduled to report. Okay, let's take a look and see what's happening in the global markets. We're starting off with the DAX. The DAX, which was higher this morning, it was up, 40 points, but now it's down 40 points. It's down 0.16%. Autos were positive for the most part, so that's kind of the bright spot there. The FTSE down 49 points or 0.47%. You got weakness in energy, financials, and mining stocks. The CAC is still positive. It's up about 10 to 1%. Outperformance in luxury stocks really helping that index. Turning the page and looking over at Asia last night, Asia saw gains generally. The Nikkei continues to show some real positive momentum, due to the potential tax cuts and additional government spending. You saw that market, which is up over 3% yesterday. This morning, it closed up 2.28%. So wow, that's really on a leg higher. Hong Kong, the Hang Seng finished up 155 points at 0.58%. Tech shares were positive. In China, delivered a gain, 0.13%, driven by, advances in tech, media, industrial shares, all trading higher, which is, all positive. But then we got to look at oil. When I logged on this morning, oil was trading lower, but it has since turned. It is now trading higher. You get WTI at $64.51. You got Brent at $69.31. Now, there's a couple of potential catalysts here. After the bell today, you get the API stockpile estimates, and tomorrow morning you get the EIA, the official stockpile figures coming out. But that Netanyahu visit to the White House, where they're going to potentially be discussing the situation in Iran, that's causing the additional volatility in the oil market, which is keeping oil prices higher. But we'll have to wait and see what happens with that meeting to see if oil prices continue these gains or not. Okay, let's go on into earnings, and we're going to start off with Datadog, which is ticker DDOG. First off, you look at the stock, it's up, $8 or, 7%. They did deliver a beat of 4 cents. They did do it on higher revenue. Coca-Cola is trading lower by 4% this morning. They beat by 2 cents, but it was done on lower revenue. Hasbro, ticker HAS, they delivered a beat of 56 cents on higher revenue. You look at Hasbro this morning, and that stock's up about 2%, 1.90% this morning in the pre-market. Nice. What else do we have upcoming after the bell today? We got Robinhood, ticker HOOD. EPS is 0.62. Expected move is 10.54%. Zillow, ticker Z, Zillow Group, EPS is 42 cents. Expected move is 12.29%. And Gilead, ticker GILD, their EPS is $1.83. Expected move is 5.29% when they release. In terms of economic reports, 8:30 a.m. We're going to get the delayed retail sales. This is going to be retail sales for December. That's coming out. Employment cost index that's coming out at 8:30, as well as export prices. These are all delayed reports. In terms of Fed speak at noon, we're going to hear from Cleveland Fed Bank President Beth Hammack. And then at 1 p.m., we're going to hear from Dallas Fed Bank President Lori Logan. Both are really high in inflation is their big concern, and not too concerned about the labor market. So they're really a little bit hawkish. These two Fed speakers. Taking a look at the markets this morning. I got 9 Dow stocks higher. I got 2 unchanged, and the rest are lower. So it doesn't really look positive. But you look at the FANG stocks for the S&Ps, and I'm seeing some gains in Tesla and Amazon, but everything else is lower. So I got a bit concerned going into the trading day. There's talk about Trump's next big chip tariff announcement, but the talk is that he's going to make plans to kind of not hurt Amazon, Google, or Microsoft. So he's going to carve out some sort of language that would keep them, on edge from being hit by these tariffs, which I guess is positive. In terms of Meta, EU, top court asks judge to reassess the WhatsApp privacy challenge. Tesla, Apollo's nearing a $3 billion chip funding loan deal tied to Musk's XAI. In terms of Dow Jones 30 seconds, NVIDIA, Trump wants firms to commit to AI data center agreement, which is really a funding issue, for energy costs. He doesn't want energy costs going up for households, even though the big tech firms are really going to be the big driver of energy usage in the near future. I don't know how he's going to do that, but he's going to make it so they have to pay higher rates apparently. IBM, they announced an autonomous storage with the new flash system portfolio powered by agentic AI. What else we got here? Guidance. Coca-Cola sees full year 2026 organic revenue growth of 4 to 5%. Quest Diagnostics, DGX, they see a full year 2026 EPS coming in $10.50 to $10.70. Street estimates $10.42. That's an uptick. Datadog, 49 cents. They see Q1 coming in 49 cents to 51 cents. Street estimates 52 cents. It's a bit of a downtick. Stock is higher though. Williams Brothers, ticker WMB. They're holding an analyst meeting today at 8:30 a.m. DGX, Quest Diagnostics. They announced a $1 billion increase to their share repurchasing plan. All right, that's all I see hitting the tape this morning. Let's talk about our pick of the day. I got to go with Global Foundries, ticker GFS, Grace Frank Sam. Earnings are tomorrow morning. EPS is 47 cents. Expected move is 12.98%. Then you look at the options volume for yesterday. 8,577 calls versus 1,947 puts. Wow, that's a big divergence. And the open interest is 129K versus 20K on the put side. A big divergence there, all on the call side. And the major brokers are raising price targets on the stock, But for me, I want to get in. I want to get in under 43.50. I'm going to say 43.25, but really anywhere between 43.25 and 43.50 is kind of what I'm looking for in terms of an entry price. But that's my pick of the day. Global Foundries, ticker GFS, earnings play. Earnings are due out tomorrow morning. Okay, let's move on and let's talk about stocks that are moving in the last 15 minutes or so in our hot off the press segment. ADP reports private employers added 6,500 jobs in late January. YEXT, they're going to be purchasing $180 million worth of shares. Bank of America, their CEO said consumers spent 5% more in January year over year. That's positive. Target announced some leadership changes, but they also said that they're going to be they're doing some layoffs in their warehouse centers, and fulfillment centers, but they're going to try and increase the staffing in stores, which I think is positive for the stock. I saw it trading higher earlier this morning. Trump's out there saying he thinks the economy could grow 15%. Juice in the near term but that affects the longer term. It's not always a good thing. Instagram is internally testing a new Snapchat rival app. That's all I'm saying this morning. Let me just take a quick peek here. Yeah, that's really it. All right, let's take a look at yesterday's pick of the day, see how we did. Yesterday's pick of the day was Hasbro. I mean, let's look at the numbers. I mean, stock opened up at 93.97, fell to 93.28, and then it closed at 96.76. You look at the stock this morning, and it's already gaining. It's already up. It's trading 98.50, and that's up like $4 from yesterday's opening price. So yeah. Hasbro, ticker HAS, was a winner yesterday. Nice move on that earnings beat. All right, traders, that concludes today's podcast. Traders, you know what to do. Let's go out there and let's make some green.